It's a time for package from China. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video we are going to talk about the Gamebox 128G number 2. Yes, they put this little basic cheap China sticker on it. Because this is a package from China and they are being very naughty. So I call this the naughty stick has returned, or number 2. What you're going to get inside is pretty damn basic. We're going to get this very nice little cute little box because this is what contains the USB trim drive. And we're going to get the shitty little USB hub. Don't recommend using this. If you don't need to, don't use it or use a better one. In the little box we're going to find the thumb drive, or better said, the naughty stick. This thing is basically ready to go. I can plug it into a PlayStation Mini 1 Classic and we can have some naughty time. Alright, so before we're going to stick it in and we're going to play with a naughty stick. Yeah, that sounds probably very wrong, but we need to have a serious chat, guys, because there was a little bit of a problem with the previous model. I did notice a lot of people, and yes, I do read comments, had a problem with this little bad boy, because when they are using it for a very long time, at the end, it doesn't work at all. It just out of the blue stopped working, and that is a little bit of an issue, and I'm guessing this will be the same case with this version, because they're using these very cheap USB thumb drives that are basically brandless with an, let's say, a cheap little sticker on it. So this is what you're going to get. Very easy. Going to use it and stick it in the PlayStation Mini Classic port number 2, and we're going to have some fun. Naughty time. Alright, so let's set it up. And in this video I'm going to use it in controller port number 2. And the reason why is very simple. Because it's you, me, and the naughty stick going well. Yeah. Alright, so I've booted up the system and this is what we're going to get. They did use a different wallpaper this time. Looks pretty awesome in my opinion. I don't know if this thing is custom or basically downloaded from the internet. You never know. Leave it in the comments. But let's take a close look at what are we going to get with the stick, because I'm very curious now. At the bottom we're having some options. Pressing start we're going to get into Autobleem. That's the first thing we're going to do. With X we can rescan. For retroarch, with triangle we're having about. Select options. With, I'm guessing that the L1 have advanced and the L2 and R2 will power off the system. Right, so let's first try the Autobleem. Alright, so let's take a close look at the game list. And we're starting with the X. But what you can see that the collection itself is a little bit of a mix-up of everything. And that's what I really like about this naughty stick. Compared with the True Blue Mini, they are focusing on a certain amount of games, of course. Depends on the size. This thing is 128 gigabytes. If you skipped the video apart or you didn't got it, this is what you're going to get with this version. This is an all-in-one stick, so it contains PlayStation 1, and it seems to be it also has the option to run retroarch and play retro games. But as you can see, the list goes on and on and on, and they have shoot 'em ups, fighting games, RPGs, hack and slash. It even have the Gran Turismo. It doesn't have all the GT. It's also strange. We have GTA 2 and GTA London. Why not the original games? So sometimes I don't get it why they make this decision, but at the end, this is what you're going to get with these naughty sticks or True Blue Minis. The Mega Man games are all on here. I'm going to scroll a little bit faster. Even the Parasite Eves and 1 and 2 are on this. Pepsi Man. The R-Types on this little naughty stick. Only a Ridge Racer didn't see the... Oh, here they are. Ridge Racer and the Ridge Racer Revolution. So this means we're having all 3 versions. Road Rash 1 and Jailbreak. So in my opinion, Real Roll Cage is a very cool game. So in my opinion, I think this is a pretty good collection of games. So the naughty stick, of course Soul Blade, is a very good one. And they even included the Street of Alpha 2, 2 Gold, and number 3. Fighter Collection 2, the EX, Street Racer. So we also have a little bit, let's say, strange games. But see, here we, this is a moment thinking, okay, Tekken 1, where's number 3? Why? Do it good or don't do it at all. We're having Tomba 1 and 2. All the wipeouts. So this is the list of the PlayStation. So let's take a close look at the RetroArch. Alright, so the first attempt I tried to boot it, nothing worked. I don't know what is going on, why it's freezing. But it is a great example what just happened with these naughty sticks. Alright, so that is not good. Yeah. Alright, so I removed the power cord. And let's try to see if we can just boot it up at RetroArch, or is this thing already broken? The first attempt I'm having here. Alright, so let's boot it up in RetroArch. Let's press the square. Loading, please wait. It shows the RetroArch decal. And it's working. So it's just a random crash, but it can still happen. Okay, here we have the arcade part. MAME. TurboGrafx 16, TurboGrafx CD, PC Engine, Game Advance, Color, Game Boy, N64, NDS or Nintendo DS. Funny thing that they're having hacked games on this, the Nintendo Entertainment System hacked. Or in other words, they're having the unique games. Same goes for the Super NES. Oh, Virtual Boy, Sega 32X, that's why we have more. Even, oh, that's really cool. We're going to try some of these weird hack games. I love those. Mega CD. So I got a very wide support. And PlayStation Portable, seriously, that's not going to run very well. But there is no Sega Dreamcast. That did was for the previous model, but it ran pretty like shit. But you can see that it is struggling big time. Oh. Still the sound of Blaze, that's a little bit of a bummer. Yep. This game's pretty damn wicked. I love it. Look at this. Wow, really fast. Here it comes. Oh yeah. Punch him in the face. Time for the Battle dance. Oh, that doesn't sound that nice. Oh. Yeah, what can I say? That's like shit! Okay, so let's take a closer look at the options. Here we have pressing the select, we can go into the option that only works for the main menu. We can change out the language, and there are quite some, I think you can see over here. We have an auto bleed theme, menu theme, the UI can be changed, cover style, we can shut down the background music, internal games, white screen can be turned on and off, and there are quite some different options there. Pressing L1, as you can see, it changes out here. We have memory cards and game manager. Before we're going to wrap it up, let's do a quick play of a game or some games and see how they are running on the PlayStation Mini, and does these games have the same issues like the original games. So far so good. What have I got? No FPS dips. We don't have any other issues. Just wanted to let you know that you can still use the quick load, quick save, while having 4 slots for all the PlayStation 1 games. For example, if I read all the comments of the people who had problems that the thing is broken after a couple of months, weeks, maybe days, at the end, let me think, is that, okay, so this is naughty, it's a game box, we have a lot of stuff on it, it's working pretty fine, I didn't find any issues. Sometimes you needed to change the course with retroarch, but that's not a big of a deal. It was a pretty nice all-in-one collection. But the quality of the stick, that is something that is really concerning. Let me know what you think of this. I want to thank you for watching. Consider subscribing, hit the little bell, become one of the Wicked family, and I will see you in the next video. We are going to play a little bit on the naughty stick. Let's go!